routine. Started out on a big old green, and the earth got small as I climbed away, and the sky came up, got me in its way. I'm learning to fly.
Hi everybody and welcome back. This is clip 2 of the 278k flight I did in the Italian Alps recently. And in this clip, I am now on task. I'm not far along on the first leg of the task, which will take me through the Italian Alps and out onto the flatlands of Italy towards the first turning point. Now this clip really is here. I'm just looking back to see if I can see my route back to where we came from. I can't quite remember. It doesn't really matter too much. My PDA is not showing much at the moment. So this clip really is to illustrate the kinds of things that you can get into trouble with in the mountains. You can see from the dot, I need to be going somewhere over there. I can't even remember the wind direction. Did I set it to easterly? I can't remember, but I think I'm sort of partly into wind. Can't remember. Anyway, I seem to recall that I thought these slopes here would work, and that I would use them to rise, and then try and, because I've got to get over higher ground up there, and there's a lot of stuff in the lee. And then I think what happened was I saw this cumulus and I thought, well, let's see what we can do under the cumulus and then we can progress up. And I think I may have imagined as well that up along that ridgeline you could see going there, I might have found some folds or something because perhaps the wind is more from over there. Sorry if I don't actually know all the figures. It just shows you how, I get confused about the various wind directions, what's going on. So I think I get lured into trying this cumulus, don't do a particularly great job, and then think I can tiptoe up there. So let's just play the clip and take it from there. If I can find the pause key with the headphone, the VR headset on. Right, off we go. Here we go, we dropped into it. Right, so here we are. Obviously climbed a certain amount from takeoff because we're now at over 10,000 feet and we start about 7,000 feet, I think. So I move in here, and really perhaps I should have explored this harder. I think I probably thought, well, you've got this as a fallback if you need it, but I'm interested in this cumulus cloud and what I might be able to do here. I'm looking out and I'm thinking the wind is probably coming from somewhere over there, so I'm hoping there might be some folds in that ridge there that I can sort of hop to and from to go off the direction I want to go. But one of the things I find as well about flying through the mountains is that you can only see so far ahead before you reach kind of horizon lines caused by the mountains, but as you progress more opportunities open up to view. So to some extent, for instance, if you look here, you can see there is a real hollow opening up in that ridge. Well, in that hollow might be an opportunity for lift, and beyond it might be other hollows. So here we go, turning into the thermal, trying to do that. Another thing I'm going to point out as we come round in a moment, and incidentally, I know that because we're capturing the view through the VR headset, sometimes it must be a bit disorientating for the viewer, but you're a glider pilot, your head is swiveling around like that. I'm not even doing half of that. Right, so here we've got the valley, the lowlands. That might be what you would call your escape route if you really had to. I can't see a lot landable down there. And this, I hope, all this stuff I'm turning around down now, somewhere along here, I would hope, is a ridge that will safely give me lift as well. And that might save me. and it might also give me time to sort of think. I'm sorry we're getting this little blue cross over white. It's obviously got confused about what the limits of my play area are. I think we can cope with that. So I'm obviously not doing a very good job at thermaling under this cloud. Not quite sure why that is, but I'm really not doing that well. I think I did set the thermals to be turbulent or uneven and things, so they're not necessarily supposed to be the east thermals, though they're quite strong. So I think I'm not really getting what I want out of this cloud. I've got a bit, and I've seen a bit more of the world up towards the ridge. And this is where I seem to think, somewhere around here, I seem to think that I might be able to work my way up along this ridge. Let's see how I get on. Very exciting so far. If I go closer to it, will I feel anything at all? No. Not very well at all. I'm really hopeful that I'll find something in this fold up here. This is all from memory, so it says I'll recall it. And don't forget, at any point I can always do a 180 and hightail it back to that ridge back there. But I want to see. It's not going well at the moment. I'm in some really quite bad sync now. If I look back, we're all right. We can still escape, but of course I haven't really actually identified a landing point down that valley. All it does is buy me more time to flee, all back the way I came. I don't really want to do that. So here we are, coming in close. Hoping I might find a bit of something along here, but I think I've got myself a bit disoriented from the pilot workload, and I'm more into wind than I think I am. So I think, okay, well that's going to be no good because it's in the lee of an even bigger outcrop there. So let's go around the side of it here, and surely then I can find something to work. It's higher than that ground over there, so you would think that in here might be your salvation. So I turn into it. Maneuvering speed on. Dear. Well, that's disappointing. And after that, I'm kind of out of ideas, and I think I've got to get back. Nothing exciting happening here. So, experiment has failed. I'd better hightail it back and hope that these slopes do work, because I didn't even think to check them out properly when I arrived in this locality. And if nothing works, then I'm going to have an interesting time. And I can talk about it calmly now, but at the time, when you've never done this kind of flying and all this is happening, you can get quite disoriented about where the wind's coming from, what's happening. Get a bit nail-biting at moments. Anyway, I'm hoping that on the law of averages and one way or another, and the variation of these slopes, that I can find something along here. But I am now kind of low amongst the hills. So I'm going to fly positively towards this ground. Get on with finding out whether something will work. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to do a pretty positive exit to somewhere where I might be able to spot a landing field. Oh look, what a bit of luck. Why didn't I do this in the first place to stop messing around with thermals? Right, so for now I'm going to try and see if I can get back into that stuff. Tight for keeping speed on. I want to know exactly what the best bit is. Maybe it's over this bluff here. starting to feel a lot better. Always starting to feel quite good. Yeah. So clearly, this is probably what we should have just done in the first place, not muck around with cumulus clouds. I mean, look at that lift now, going off the scale. But we're still not back at the height we were at when we entered this locality. So, you know, quite a lot of wasted time. Virtual reality is stunning when you're doing this kind of flying. I mean, when you turn your head and you're actually flying the task, I mean, it is so real. It's, you know, you really are there. And although the resolution in the VR headset isn't quite as good as it is on screen, the immersive aspect and the turning and burning feeling more than makes up for it. Anyway, that's the end of that clip, and I hope that is a useful illustration of how a rookie learns by getting things wrong. And I hope to get part 3 posted before too long. And right, see you then, and bye for now. Off comes the headset. Might look like I'm bailing out of the glider as I do this. Here we go. Bye.